Hello, my zesty Tauruses. It is I, Lee, here to provide you with a long overdue reading. I apologize for the long delay. It was a crazy one. I took a much needed vacation to LA, had the time of my life, did some grounding. It was amazing. So I'm here with your reading and we're going to get into it. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Taurus. So let's see what you need to know right now. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Taurus. What do they need to know right now? Okay, I thought it was going to flip out, but I guess not. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so some of you are feeling as though you are feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. It is keeping you up at night. For some of you, you are experiencing nightmares. There's something, some of you might not be feeling well. We're going to keep going. Okay, I'm not going to take those two. I want just to be even. May I have only one card for the next card? Okay. That one flipped out. So we have the nine, I'm sorry, not the nine, but the Eight of Pentacles. Is that one card? Yes. The Eight of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Two of Cups. All right, so what's going on here? It seems like something is stressing you out, anxiety driven. And with the Eight of Pentacles, you're fighting. It's almost like you're not gonna say you're fighting, but you have this strong desire to gain control. Is this a boss that is making you feel some type of way? Is this tyrant energy that has got you stressed out to the max? Because the Two of Cups here represents companionship, partnership. So this could be a boss, this could be a friend, this could be a relative, excuse me, a love interest, husband and wife, whatever the case may be. For some of you, I feel like you are, trying to work towards something. Gaining control over your life, maybe gaining control over your relationships. Let's go a little deeper to get a better understanding of what's going on with y'all, okay? Why is the Nine of Swords here? What is this anxious feeling? Why are they having anxiety? I would like just one card, please. Sometimes it gets really difficult Because, you know, I had a stroke and sometimes I still have trouble handling the cards. By the way, it is, what, 7 months since I survived the stroke. I am so happy about that. Anyways, moving on. So, this right here is representing regret, disappointment. Some of you might be suffering at night with severe migraines, or even if it's not at night, you wake up experiencing this pain. For some of you, I feel as though this could represent an argument, like a conflict of interest. And this turned out to be a winless battle. No one won. There was no loser. There was no winner. And now it's like, damn. Now how do I get back to where I want to be? So with the 8 of Pentacles, this disappointment, this upset, this is pertaining to wanting to put in the energy to work towards something. So we're going to see what this is. What are you wanting to work towards? Okay, so this right here, the Queen of Cups, she represents dreams. She, I feel like she's like the embodiment of love and creativity and beauty, forgiveness. I also feel for some of you, maybe you are having trouble determining what it is that you're wanting to do. You have all these ideas that you want to accomplish, and maybe the workspace is not, or workplace is not what you thought that it was going to turn out to be. And now you're thinking about tapping into the creative side of you. But for some of you, I feel like this is forgiveness. You're wanting forgiveness. Okay, and so yeah, we're working towards forgiveness. Let me look in my booklet, because whenever I get stumped like that, I think it's important for me to, because I don't want to say anything that doesn't make any sense, at least to me. Sorry. Yeah. Extremely intuitive, a highly attuned emotional intelligence, love and compassion, sensitivity, strength, empathy, leading with your heart, and healing. So I feel that this, like I said, this is the gift of forgiveness, compassion. So you're working towards this healing. That's what's going on. So this anxiety has caused you a lot of stress due to a disagreement or something not going into your favor. Okay. Why is the Emperor here? For some of you, I feel like you have gone through a lot of, I don't know, something that really puts you on your back, and you're just like, I don't know how much I could take. And you're working towards forgiveness or healing of some sort. So we've got the Emperor, which is the not the Emperor, but the King of Wands. This is leadership, taking control over your life. This could also, if this is pertaining to an individual, maybe this energy provided you with a sense of confidence and strength. Okay, so why is the Two of Cups here? Okay, I see a lot of strong fire energy. So this right here, the Two of Cups, is a reconnection of either you with a fire sign, or you lack the confidence to try to rekindle this energy. You want to, but you're scared to. Let's continue with the Golden Girls. Why is the Five of Swords here with the Nine of Swords? Okay, so with the Strength card, this is asking for you to step out of your fear and make the move that you need to make. Whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish, you're going to have to, you're not going to know what's going to happen until you try. That's what I feel like telling you. Like, so if this, because this is talking about working towards something, if you're wanting forgiveness, compassion, then you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone and your restrictions, and you're going to have to at least give this opportunity a chance. So this lets me know that some of you, either someone is going to try to come back to you and they are petrified of rejection. I didn't want to see these cards, but here we are. Oh, there's a few of them. Okay, so anyways, let me go back to what I was saying before I'm doing too much. So with the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, this is working towards something, and I feel like this is an equal give and take. You're wanting you and another person, or the situation within itself, to give you that healing. You're wanting healing. And you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone, at least to deal with what comes, what may. Let me do it this way, because I want to see exactly what happened here and why there's hesitancy. Why is there regret? I wasn't trying to do that. I'm always dropping these cards. Okay, well, these showed up. So again, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Three of Wands. So this is waiting for your ships to come in, manifesting something, and you are scared that it's not going to happen, but you got to have the strength and the confidence. Also, the thing that you have to remind yourself of is, if you're not doing the work to manifest this, then it's not going to come to fruition. yes, we could sit there and we could tell ourselves, oh, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And yes, it could happen, it could happen, it could happen. But you have to take the necessary steps. So if somebody, and this is either way here. So if somebody is feeling this way towards you, like they're wanting to work towards rekindling a friendship with you, then they have to understand that they can't just snap their fingers and boom, there you are. You know, they're going to have to take it upon themselves to put on their big girl underwear or their boxer briefs, and they're going to have to face you head on. Now, if this is you in the situation, same thing applies. If you got into it with someone, or if, you know, you made a bad choice and the situation turned out to be a fruitless battle, and you feel as though that you are in the wrong, because I feel like you are the one that feels like you are in the wrong because you have the regret card here. Disappointment. So if this is someone that you're wanting to work on rekindling a connection with, then you are going to have to put on your big girl panties or your boxer briefs, and you're going to have to face the situation head on. Now, so with the Emperor here, this is taking back control. If someone was doing you wrong, then this is saying that you are working towards taking back the control of your life and making decisions that are best suited for you. If this is pertaining to another individual, then you have to allow this person, if this is an Aries, allow this person to make that decision for themselves. We have justice. So I feel like this is going to be a balanced situation, an equal give and take. Perhaps you will exchange truths, or come to a agreement, a balanced agreement. If this is someone that has intimidating energy, I do feel as though they will look at the situation with fairness. And I feel that they're going to balance they're going to balance it. They're going to take the time to weigh out the options of whether or not this is something that they want to invest their time in. All right, so continuing on. So we have the King of Wands with the Emperor. So yeah, whatever this is, at the end of the day, you're going to have to boss up. There's no need of allowing your anxiety to get the best of you. There's no need of you creating nightmarish scenarios that has never happened, okay? So we have the Ten of Swords here. I didn't want to look at this, but I'm going to look at it anyways. And this is the Hanged One, or the Hanged Man. And this is talking about looking at a situation from a different perspective. Maybe you will be, whoever this individual is, and I kind of feel like, just a second. This is interesting because if you see this, I think, what's his name, Stanley? Isn't that her husband or whatever? Wasn't he a cheater or whatever? Yeah. She has the wedding band right there alongside her, and she has all of these swords. So this right here lets me know at one point in time you was pissed off. You was pissed off. They betrayed you, or at least you felt like they betrayed you. You wanted to hate them with all your might. However, the Hanged Man is going to ask for you to look at the situation from a different perspective. You might have thought that this person was hot-headed. You might have thought that this person was arrogant. And like I said, I feel like in your mind, you felt like they betrayed you. But you have this longing in your heart. You're like, damn. But I also see with the Ten of Swords that you're willing to release this tension because it is really getting to the best of you. You can't stand it. You're like, I can't stand what happened. But maybe I'm responsible for some of the reasons why this person did what they did. Now, if this person cheated on you, it maybe above all, it's just saying that it's time for you to forgive. Or maybe the person that you did wrong, they're like, you know what, I think I've disliked this person long enough. I'm just going to go ahead and just move on. But I do feel that with the equal balance, I feel that you will have a change of perspective. And you will see exactly what that person was thinking. And I hope that you are open to it. Because if you're like, if you're coming to somebody hoping that they're going to forgive you and they don't tell you what you want to hear, then really I feel like you didn't learn a damn thing. Same thing with them. If they come to you and they expect for you to go back to where you were and you're like, no, you know what? I appreciate the apology, but I really don't see myself allowing you back into my life. Who are they to get mad at you? You know what I mean? There's a lot of factors here. So I feel like it's going to be an even exchange of, well, this is why I was upset. And I feel like you are going to betray that as well. You're going to allow them to explain themselves. And it's going to be balanced out. And you'll be able, both of you, I feel, will have the opportunity to, take a different perspective on this. Because we have 12. This is the 12th card. 6 plus 6 is 12. So both of you together are going to have something to think about. Is this worth rekindling? This Queen of Wands brought you spunk. I cannot talk today. Brought you spunk and energy. This is also, I'll take that. Page of Wands. So I feel like if this is not pertaining to the individual, this is you taking it upon yourself and putting on your big girl panties or your boxer briefs and making that initial move. What's the worst they can say to you? Thank you for apologizing, but I don't want to be your friend no more, or no, I don't want to be with you no more. We go through disappointments and regrets all the time. But this energy is not something that you should be pining over. And you know, because I am so generous, we've already did clarification with the Three of Wands right there. So I'm going to see what else the cards have to say. I want to make sure that these are all upright. I like to keep them that way so that if they intentionally go reverse, then I'll know the difference. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. We just got a whole bunch here going on. So why is this stack of cards here? We're just going to ask that question. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, or not Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this is lack of communication. What was the initial? Yeah, okay, so there's a lack of communication here. For some of you, they could be spying on your social media, kind of seeing how things are progressing with you. You could be spying on them, trying to see what's going on with them. But is that really helping your situation? If you can spy on the person to see what's going on with them, why don't you have the balls to call them and see what's going on? Especially if you're the one that walked away. And vice versa. If they're the ones that walked away from you, instead of creeping on you and seeing what's going on, then they need to be the one to approach you. I don't feel any malicious intent with this. But for some of you, it could be somebody spying because they want to try to talk shit, or hoping that you're talking shit to justify what they're doing. Or that could be you wanting to see if they're talking shit about you because you want to justify your wrongdoing. But at the end of the day, whoever is in the right here, like I said, there's no winner. Only God knows the truth, just like the two of you do. And what I'm saying is, I feel like the one that was really hurt by this, or is looking at this from a different perspective, they're not even thinking about you, or you're not thinking about them in that aspect, to where they're going to be, malicious. Okay, so why is this stack of cards here? The Hangman. Okay, so we have the, do I have this? Okay, it's upright. So we have the Judgment card in reverse. And so a lot of you, let me look at how I have this sequence. Yeah, taking control, being afraid, realizing that you made the mistake, don't really want to harbor any any bad intentions or things like that. You're afraid that they're not going to reach out to you, or you're afraid that you're not going to have the opportunity to reconcile your differences. If it's meant for you to reconcile, you're going to reconcile. I just wouldn't push it. I guess based upon the circumstances, depending on the timing of it all. But honestly, I'm just going to say it like this. The individual that did not do wrong should not have to make the first move. The one that walked away due to a misunderstanding or whatever the case may be, didn't really take the time to listen to what the other person was talking about, chose to be closed-minded, you or they are the ones that are responsible for reconciling this difference and giving them the opportunity to make that choice on whether or not they want you back in their life, or vice versa. I know that sucks to hear, but that's all about growth. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, rekindling old times. Soulmate energy. But I feel like this is also needing to go within yourself and doing the work. Go through the work and heal those childhood wounds before you approach this person. Because some of you might be taking what you experienced as a child and putting it on someone else, and they may not have deserved that. Excuse me, my throat gurgling. But sorry, goodness. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude on camera. Why did I want to do this at this time? It was in reverse though. So for some of you, I'm just going to tell you flat out, I think that you will experience forgiveness, but I don't think your friendship is going to be the same. And if you are okay with that, then go ahead and pursue it. And if it's the person that did wrong to you, they have to understand that too. And what I mean by that is, it could be because they have been distracted with other circumstances. You know what I mean? Like they may have moved on and focused more on themselves, and now they're engulfed with that. Or maybe they've moved on assuming that you were not going to be friends again, and now they have a new person that they consider their confidant. Or they flat out, you're just now, I don't know how to describe it, like, it's just not going to be the same. And it usually isn't. When we experience that first shock, that disappointment, that betrayal, whatever the case may be, even if we forgive that person, it's never going to be the same like it was before the pain was committed. Does that make sense? So, for some of you, just be on the lookout for that. They may not want to be your lover. They may not want to be your favorite cousin. They may not be that doting daughter, because the pain that they endured, or the backstabbing that they endured by you, or vice versa, was too painful. They had, and see, you got to understand this. While you were going through your transition of healing, they were too. And if they were the ones that caused you pain, I can understand why you wouldn't want to engage with that, because they took this long to reconcile their differences with you. Even if they said, well, I was scared that you were going to reject me. I mean, but if they knew you, you know what I mean? That's just kind of what I'm feeling like. If you knew me well enough, like you said that you did, then you would have known that I would have forgave you, because I was hurting too. And for a lot of you, I felt like they, either way, take it on whatever side, but I feel like one of you were really hurt by what the other did or said. And so you saw it for what it was and you moved on. And if they tried to come back, or if you were to come back, they're going to say, well, why now? You should have known me well enough to know. But you left me here for 3 years to deal with this pain on my own. You chose to walk away from the situation. You chose to leave me hanging with this, with all these unanswered questions, and now you want to come back? Like, that's the type of energy that I feel. And here's the truth, whether it's you or them, allow them to feel that. They should allow you to feel that. This is all part of getting the closure that you're needing. And it's going to be expressed in a righteous way. So I'm not trying to make it sound like it's a, oh, how dare you, da, 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 da. I'm just very passionate about it, because that's what I feel like I need to do. Like, this is what I'm feeling. So, yeah, I would say, if you really want, whoever this person is, and if it's not you, then them, they need to go on ahead and just take it upon themselves to just go ahead and reconcile these differences with you. If it's a, because overall, whether it's you or someone else, I could tell that the anxiety is driving you insane. It's like, it's just the thought of them not being in your corner. Because I feel like some of you, like, for example, the ones that were used to always doing things together, like with their best friends or their favorite cousin or whatever the case may be, you can't go to this person with the stuff that you would want to talk about with them, because guess what? You guys aren't talking anymore. Or maybe you're going through something that only they can help you with, but now there's no more access to them. That's another thing that I want to point out. Why are you wanting to reconcile your differences? Is it because you genuinely miss them, or are you wanting to trauma dump, or whatever the case may be? Are you trying to guilt trip? Because if that's the case, then just keep your ass where you are. You know, don't bore them. Don't waste their energy on that. And I hope the same for you too. Like, I hope they don't do that to you. Just because they're familiar with it, or because of the fact that they don't want to have to do the work, or nobody's going to put up with their shit, you know, like you did, or they're not going to put up, you know, no one is going to put up with your shit the way that they did. You know what I mean? However I'm saying, I'm getting confused, but you know what I'm trying to say. So just make sure that it's because you're sincere, and not because it's out of selfish desire for what you want. And I hope the same thing for them. Okay, so that's all that I have for you, dear Taurus. And if this resonates, please leave a comment down below. Tell your friends about me. And above all, if life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. So take care, sweet, sweet, sweet Taurus. Bye.